Shalom Aleichem. Hope you are well. So in this week's Parsha, Yaakov gives the brachas to his sons. And we're going to focus on the bracha that Yaakov gave to Yehuda. Regarding Yehuda, the name Yehuda is coming from the Lashon of Haidaya, as it says in the Pasuk, Hapam Oides Hashem. This time I will thank Hashem. These were words his mother spoke when he was born. So this is connected to being grateful and batul, which means selfless. A person who is selfless is more likely to be grateful, because a person who is not selfless or arrogant will believe they deserve everything and they don't have to thank anybody for anything. So the pasuk tells us in this week's parsha that his Haidaya will help him to bring about the downfall and his victory over his enemies. As the pasuk says, Yehuda, Ata Yeducha Achicha, and the pasuk continues later on. Afterwards, it says, Yadcha ba'iref ayvecha. So the literal translation is that you, Yehuda, will be acknowledged by your brothers as a leader, and your hand will be on the neck of your enemies. But the Alter Rebbe tells us, Pshat Hapi Chasidus, Yeducha means from Lashon Haidaya, that you will be able to thank Hashem in a revealed manner. Yidden are always thanking Hashem, but that could be in a silent manner. But Yehuda will be doing it in a revealed manner. How does he do it? Because of the work, the avodah of his brothers, which were before him. Reuven, Shimon, and Levi were born before him, and they each have their own unique avodah. Reuven stands for Re'iyah, which means seeing. A person sees Hashgacha Pratis, he recognizes it, he develops a love to Hashem, and that's the avodah, the first parsha of Kriyashma, Ve'ahavta, loving Hashem. Shimon comes from the word of Shmiya, which means hearing. It's not such a high level as seeing, but you hear about it, and it affects the person to at least have Yiras Hashem. That's the second parsha of Shema. As we say, Penivta Levavcha, a person has to be careful not to stray away. And then Levi comes from the word Hapami Love, Ishiela, that we are connecting to Hashem, and that's specifically through Torah. Adavra Azalenu, we say in Emes V'Yatziv, which refers to Torah. And after Shema, the three parashas of Shema, we get to Shemona Esrei, which is the avodah of Yehuda. The rule is that during Shema there are certain rules which allow, in certain cases, one to do a certain type of interruption, but in Shemona Esrei, the Amidah, silent davening, one may not make those such interruptions because it's a much higher level of bittul, of selflessness and total dedication to Hashem. Self-abnegation. Then, so through that, when we'll get there, through having this avodah, they will have the hand in the enemy, and the bittul also helps the person to do the mitzvahs, machshav dibra ma'aseh, which again will affect him, as it says in the pasuk in Parshas Vayechi, im b'chukaysai telechu. If you first will study Torah and do mitzvahs, then they will be successful against their enemies. Another aspect of Yehuda is the fact that Yaakov sent Yehuda ahead of the other Shvatim to establish a yeshiva, a base Talmud. And through learning Torah, the Alter Rebbe told us, one will get to Vayechi. That means that it's precisely having a yeshiva in Mitzrayim, which is not the highest spiritual place in the world. There, learning in such a place will help that it will be Vayechi, even in such a place. And furthermore, we say, the Chachamim tell us, that whenever there's a Koil Yaakov, there won't be the Edai Midei Esav, which means, when there's the voice of the studying of Torah in the shuls and the Batei Medrash, in the study halls of Yaakov, and the hands of Esav, our enemies, will not be ruling over us. On the contrary, they will help us out, and they will allow Yidden to serve Hashem, to learn Torah mitzvahs mitech harchava with plentifulness, in an increasing manner, increasing light, and this light will dispel the darkness of the Gullus and bring the Geula through Mashiach Tzidkenu. He may come and redeem us, Kayamios Latzeinu, standing upright, speedily nowadays, Mamish. Kol Tov, all the best.